Hey everyone, today I'm going to be swatching the Glamlite Paint Pro palette. I'm so excited about this palette. It's a beautiful rainbow theme, so if you want to see swatches of this gorgeous eyeshadow palette, just keep watching. So now that you guys have seen the swatches of this gorgeous palette, let's talk about it. So this is the box that the palette comes in. It's just a simple box. What I think is cool is that it comes in this like tray that you would expect paint to come in. So I think considering this is, oh my god, considering this is like a paint palette, I think that is so cool. It does also come with a brush. It's like a royal sort of purple color, which is really cute, and then it's just like a flat shader brush, which I think will be good for these shades. Obviously, this is what the palette itself looks like. It has this cover, and it does have like, you can hold it like an actual artist would hold like their paint board or whatever. I'm not an artist, so, but I still think that is such a cool touch. And then it's like this, it's this really cool, I don't know what you would call it, but it's really cool. And then you open it and then you have all these beautiful shades. I loved this color story. I wasn't gonna get this palette initially because, I mean, do I need more rainbow palettes? No, but it was 30% off, so I was like, you know what, why not spoil myself for my birthday? So I did, and I'm excited. Hi Sam, have you come to join us? Have you come to join us? Glamlite does have another paint palette, which I will insert a little clip of. I personally don't own it. It's just not a color story for me. This color story really spoke to me way more, plus that palette is huge. I believe it's only like $10 or so more, but I just preferred this color story, to be completely honest. You get 18 eyeshadows, and 6 of those are these like shimmery metallic sort of vibes, which look absolutely stunning. On the back of the actual box, you do have ingredients. So it shows which ones are eyeshadows and which ones are pressed pigment. Obviously, most of the shades are pressed pigment because they are paint inspired, so they're very, very bright. But the little, like, tagline says,
"From the original creators of the world's first iconic paint palette, Glamlite is here to revolutionize the makeup industry yet again with our Paint Palette Pro. Get ready to push the limits of creativity and innovation with an entirely new array of colors, meticulously created to be an essential and stable palette for every artist. Paint Pro features 18 ultra-vibrant shades inspired by physical paint colors. Allow your creativity to run wild as you submerge into a world of color while creating the most bold and daring looks you've ever imagined. Become the true artist you are meant to be."
This palette was released for the holidays, so I'm not sure entirely if this is a limited edition palette or not, but if you do want it, I'd definitely go check it out now. I don't know if they still have it for 30% off, but honestly, it's a stunning palette. I love the color story. I mean, is it completely unique? No, of course not. I mean, you can only do so many rainbow shades, but I still think it's stunning. And I will show comparisons with the other Glamlite palettes I own. This is what the Paint Pro palette looks like side by side with the Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette. Ice Cream Dream is my favorite palette from them, so I thought I would show you guys them side by side. Obviously, the tones are completely different, so I wouldn't say there are any similarities, as you guys can see. We then have the Donut palette, which, again, I don't really see any similar shades. That, like, raisin shade and this dark violet are similar, but this is way more of a blue toned purple in my opinion. The pinks are a little bit similar. That pink and magenta, they are a little bit similar, but I don't think that they're like super duper similar. Same with the blues, like I don't see anything that's insanely similar, so that's always good. And lastly, we have the Cake palette, which I ordered along with this palette, and I do not see any like super similarities. Key lime and lime are sort of similar, but I feel like key lime is a little bit lighter. I don't really see any other like close similarities. I feel like everything tone-wise is a bit different, so that's good. I don't see any real overlapping, which is always a good sign. And here is a close-up with flash of the two palettes side by side. This palette swatched really beautifully. The only shades I had trouble with were the shade Azure, which is this blue. It looks super dark, but it really did not swatch well. And then the shade Dark Violet also had to be built up and didn't swatch well. They feel like they're roughly like the same sort of formula, so they didn't swatch well. Again, swatches don't dictate how the eyeshadows work on the eyes, but they did not swatch well. All the other shades swatched absolutely beautifully. No issues for any of the other shades, so that's always a plus. Even the darkest shade Indigo, it swatched really beautifully. I'm honestly so insanely pleased with how good this swatched. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. Some of them are way more intense than the others. The blue is my least favorite of the shimmers. It just looks so bland and boring, but titanium white is this like greeny reflect that's gonna look so gorgeous on the inner corner. And this gold is like a greeny gold. It is so stunning. Here are those shimmers with flash. They're really pretty. I just really don't like the dark blue shade, but besides that, I like the shimmers. The mattes are really stunning as well. It's definitely my type of color story. I love colors like these. I love tangerine, which is like this orange. I love tones of oranges like this. Magenta is one of my favorite shades for sure. It's just this beautiful magenta pinky purple. It's my favorite type of pinky shade for sure. It is just this stunning orchid color. Purple is my favorite, so of course I love this shade. It's just my favorite type of purple. I love light purples. This is what titanium white looks blended out on the back of my hand. I would use this as a highlighter topper, honestly. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. I love the like teal blues. They're definitely my favorite type of greeny blues. I really love shades like this, so I'm so happy they have them in this palette. Azure is definitely my least favorite in this palette. It's just so lackluster and did not apply well at all, but again, it could apply beautifully on the eye. We just don't know. I just like doing swatches and they're fun, so. I just can't get over how absolutely gorgeous this palette is. Like, it's just so pretty. The price point is nice. If you can get a discount, I'd recommend it. I know they have the code GLAM15, so you could get like 15% off, but I don't know. If it's limited edition, I'd suggest go pick it up. If it's not limited edition, then wait for a sale just because why not? But honestly, the colors in this palette are so vibrant and fun, and they're definitely up my alley. If you're new here, I love colorful eyeshadows, so I definitely can see myself getting a ton of use out of this palette, especially with there being way more mattes than shimmers. I hate when palettes have more shimmers than mattes, so a palette like this makes me very happy. Again, like, it's funny that the two blues are my least favorite shades. Like, I hate the dark blue matte Azure. Well, it's not really dark. It's like a blue matte, and then I hate cobalt blue. Like, I don't hate them, but like I don't like them. So, but out of 18 shades, I don't like 2 shades, so that's not bad, I'd say. Let me know down below what your favorite shade from this palette is. I honestly definitely think magenta and orchid are mine. They're just such stunning shades. Titanium white as well. It's just such a versatile like inner corner shade, but I'd also use it as a highlighter because I'm a glitter freak. I do wish that the shimmers all had this like intense metallic formula that the first two did, but I mean, I'm also not super mad at it. I just love that formula so much. I just can't get over these swatches. It's so pretty. I've had a rough like month, so makeup's one of the few things that brings me joy, so getting mail is the fun part of my day. And I mean, these shades look really fun. My cat came back. I think she's waiting for me to lay down. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe. Comment down below any videos you'd like to see me do. Go follow my Instagram and TikTok, Makeup by Tasha XO, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.